The distant planet of Sci-Fi-7 had long been deemed untouchable. Scouting missions failed, drones mysteriously vanished, and the few that returned carried data scrambled beyond repair. No creature in the known galaxy had dared to tread upon its enigmatic soil. That was until Darius Kane landed. Darius was no ordinary explorer. He had braved the toxic winds of Krith IV and tamed the lava beasts of Velmara Prime. Yet, nothing compared to the challenge that awaited him on Sci-Fi-7. His mission was simple: make first contact and, if possible, establish communication. The problem was that the planet's only known life form had been described as both an enigma and a nightmare. The moment his ship pierced the dense atmosphere, he felt the weight of a million eyes watching him. Towering crystalline spires loomed in the distance, humming with an energy that made the air vibrate. A soft glow emanated from the surface, making it difficult to distinguish solid ground from the abyss. He stepped out of the ship, his boots sinking slightly into the ground, which pulsed under him as if the planet itself was alive. Darius scanned his surroundings. Nothing. Then, a whisper slithered through his comms, soft, melodic, yet utterly alien. "Who dares?" His breath hitched. He had prepared for many things, but not for a voice to enter his mind. He turned slowly, his hand resting on his weapon. Then he saw her. The alien girl stood at the edge of a crystalline cliff, her form ethereal yet strikingly defined. Her skin shimmered like liquid silver, reflecting the nebulae above, and her violet eyes held a depth that no human could fathom. Thin, intricate patterns lined her biomechanical suit, pulsating in rhythm with the energy coursing through the planet. "I am Darius Kane," he said, forcing steadiness into his voice. "Y come in peace." She tilted her head, a movement eerily fluid, as if time itself bowed to her presence. "Human," she whispered, her voice slipping into his consciousness like tendrils of smoke. "You are unlike the others." Darius took a step forward, wary yet fascinated. There were others? Her eyes darkened. They did not listen. They did not understand. They tried to claim what was not theirs. His mind flashed to the lost scouting missions, the warnings scribbled in garbled distress signals. He swallowed. "I only wish to talk." A smile, or something close to it, curved her lips. "Then talk, Darius Kane." For hours they spoke, not in words but in thoughts, images, and emotions. She showed him visions of her world, how it was once teeming with her kind, now reduced to only her. He felt the echoes of battles long lost, the betrayal of those who sought to control her people's power, and the loneliness that came with being the last. In return, he shared humanity's story, their triumphs, their failures, their endless pursuit of understanding the unknown. To his astonishment, she listened with rapt curiosity. Finally, she extended her hand. "You are the first to seek, not take. For that, I grant you passage." Darius hesitated only a moment before clasping her hand. A surge of energy coursed through him, and suddenly, the planet's whispers became words. Its lights became stories, and he understood. Sci-Fi-7 was no mere world. It was a being, and she was its guardian. The first human to tame the untamable had not done so with force but with understanding. And the galaxy would never be the same again. Darius spent weeks on Sci-Fi-7, learning its language and unraveling its mysteries. The planet pulsed with an intelligence beyond human comprehension, a sentient ecosystem bound to its lone guardian. The alien girl, who called herself Nixthra, revealed more about the cataclysm that had befallen her world. Betrayed by an alliance of intergalactic factions, her people had been eradicated, leaving her as the last of her kind. Through their bond, Darius experienced flashes of the past, cities woven from crystalline vines, beings like Nixthra walking among them, their thoughts intertwined in a vast psychic web. The vision turned dark, replaced by fiery destruction as warships descended, raining havoc upon the surface. The once thriving civilization had been reduced to spectral echoes and unfulfilled dreams. Determined to help, Darius sent encrypted messages to the Galactic Council, detailing his findings and pleading for an official peace mission. Yet he knew that not all would see the wisdom in leaving Sci-Fi 7 undisturbed. There would be those who sought its power for themselves. One evening, as the twin moons cast eerie reflections over the landscape, Nixthra turned to him. "You must leave soon. Others will come. Not all will be as kind as you." Darius clenched his fists. "I won't let them hurt you. There has to be a way to protect this world." She reached up, touching his forehead with a delicate hand, and a rush of knowledge flooded his mind. The planet held defenses, hidden mechanisms buried beneath its crystalline surface, dormant, waiting for the right trigger. But to awaken them required a willing soul, a bond between guardian and outsider. "You must choose," she said. "Leave or stay and become part of this world." It was an impossible decision. Returning meant warning the galaxy and hoping they would listen. Staying meant forsaking his old life, merging his essence with Sci-Fi 7's energy and fighting alongside Nixthra as its protector. The stars above flickered as if whispering his fate. Darius took a deep breath, knowing that whatever choice he made, the echoes of his decision would ripple across the cosmos forever.